I am Aaron Huslage. I work for a company called II Lab, and we've been, I don't know why it's going by itself. It's going by itself. Been working with Qatar Foundation International, Conservation International, Carnegie Mellon in Qatar, probably somebody else, to do mapping of mangrove forests, ultimately worldwide. Right now we're limiting it to Qatar. And we're working with students, teachers, hopefully some journalists, to bring about some change in the way that we treat coastal ecosystems. Mangrove forests are becoming more rare, and mangroves are very good at carbon sequestration. And so they basically sequester 250%, well, 150% more of carbon than any other plant in the world. And so they're very, very, very efficient at this work. We've lost 50% of the mangroves in the world in the last 15 years. So there's a big problem. What we're trying to do is raise awareness, teach kids about mangroves, but also teach them about remote sensing, teach other people about remote sensing so that we can bring a new quantifiable real data to the party. So we're in Al Hor, which is north of Doha a little bit. Qatar is a tiny little country, but it's fun. So we've prototyped some sensors. This is just a little dual temperature sensor that we're putting in mangrove forests. We've also developed a CO2 soil carbon sensor. So it measures the CO2 coming out of the soil to understand the health of living trees, basically. If the thing spikes a lot, we have a problem, right? So students built the sensors, deployed them. We take all of the data from these remote sensors. They're all using Zigbee, which is just a wireless protocol, low power wireless protocol. Everything's solar panels and stuff. We aggregate it with a computer in the field. That data is then transmitted back to the internet onto COSM, Xively, Patch Bay, whatever they want to call it today. And then put on, and we, Liz, thank you for the balloon. We flew a balloon. They helped me out really quick. That was nice. So we put it all onto a map. And so we've got people in Brazil working on some stuff, Central America, Florida. There are a few, Florida is the only place in the United States that has any mangroves at all. It has like one species. We are kind of expanding this network with some commercial partners as well. A company called Five Oceans in Qatar, Oman, does environmental remediation work and studying for construction, industry and stuff. So we're expanding this to seagrass beds, coral reefs, other coastal communities as well, and we're improving the sensors. So we're building custom hardware. This stuff is all sort of off-the-shelf stuff you can buy at SparkFun. This thing costs $40. We're going to bring the cost down to about $20 ultimately, and build a platform that allows you to plug in new sensors very easily. So we're adding oxygen reduction potential, which is sort of a measure of the quality of the water, soil salinity, water salinity, pH sensing, soil CO2, trying to think of a bunch. And trying to really characterize in real time the health of these coastal ecosystems, which has not really been done before. And so we're involving students, journalists, citizens to do this as well. And then I don't know where that slide came from. Anyway, that's it. Thought I'd keep it short. Happy to talk. I've got stuff down the hall.